lost innocence, children maliciously neglected, abused, and unloved. This presentation will help us understand the impact that neglect can have on children. We will learn about the different types of neglect that children experience, as well as the statistics of abuse within the state of California, primarily Los Angeles County. What is neglect? Child neglect can be categorized in different forms: physical, educational, emotional, and medical. Failure to provide any of these basic needs as a child's parent and/or guardian is considered neglect. Physical neglect: lack of food, clothing, shelter, or appropriate medical care, inadequate supervision, leaving children at risk of harm or exposure to dangerous situations. Educational neglect: failure to ensure a child's access to an appropriate education, chronic truancy, not enrolling a child in school, or not providing necessary educational resources and support. Emotional neglect: not demonstrating love, support, or nurturing, ignoring and dismissing a child's emotional expressions. Medical neglect: not seeking medical attention for illnesses, injuries, or chronic conditions. Child neglect includes all types of abuse and neglect of a child under the age of 18 by a parent or another person in custodial role. Child neglect facts and statistics. A victim may have more than one type of maltreatment, which means that percentages may add up to more than 100%. Child fatalities increased from 135 in 2021 to 164 in 2022. California reported 74 total child victim of sex trafficking. Child victims by race or ethnicity, 2022. Hispanic 57.4%, white 18.8%. African American 13%, unknown 4.9%, Asian 2.5%, multirace 2.2%. In 2022, California had 382,145 total referrals for child abuse and neglect. Of those, 192,197 were screened in for response by CPS. 50,869 child victims of abuse or neglect, at a rate of 6 children per 1,000. Of the 50,869 children, 40,083 were first-time victims. Perpetrators of child maltreatment 2022, 86% parents of the child, 14% unknown relationship. Types of maltreatment victims 2022, physical abuse 6.2%, psychological abuse 7.1%, sexual abuse 6.2%, and neglect at 80.3%. Child abuse crosses all socioeconomic and educational levels, religions, ethnic and cultural groups. These are some of the red flags that indicate a child is being neglected and physically abused. Please watch out for these signs that may be threatening the life of the child. Neglect outcomes. Children who are abused or neglected are also at increased risk for experiencing future violence, victimization, and perpetration, substance abuse, sexually transmitted infections, delayed brain development, lower educational attainment, and limited employment opportunities. Abuse and neglect may result in toxic stress, which can change brain development and increase the risk for problems like post-traumatic stress disorder and learning, attention, and memory difficulties. If you know of any child living in neglect, please contact one of the following resource groups. They specialize in helping children in need. Children deserve a chance to be treated with kindness and compassion. They deserve to experience a beautiful and loving childhood. Please contact Child Protection Hotline at 1-800-540-4000, National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD. Child Protective Services at 1-800-422-4453. You can also report via CARES, a child abuse reporting electronic system. Report childabusela.org. If you are in immediate danger, call 911.